children of the night. What music they make.
They're all gonna laugh at you!
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
What's up?
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brain.
Okay, guess what time it is, ladies and gents? It's Final Guys time.
Whoop, whoop.
Tonight, we are reviewing...
God.
This is why you should watch this on YouTube, by the way. We are reviewing the new found footage kind of movie called Found Footage, the making of the Patterson Project. So for the uninitiated, the big, old film from the 60s of Patty was the Patterson Gimlin film, not the project. There's a lot.
I did not know the name of that film until I became friends with you.
Mm-hmm. How's that possible?
I just knew it as the Bigfoot film.
Man, Gimlin's still alive. Maybe we can get him on the show to discuss this movie. But anyway,
wow.
We'll get into that later. As always, I'm joined by my compadres, Jack Yeti or not Campisi.
Oh.
And Jason Alan Rickman's best performance, Brant.
He crushed in this movie.
He sure did.
He certainly did.
And I'm Squatch Blue Nards because, well, I can't say it now. There's a reason why. I was warned about this movie after we had picked it. So I think
you get the reference in my name?
Yeti or not, here
Ready
I
or
come.
Not from the producers.
Exactly.
They're the same producers?
Yes.
Yeah, Radio Silence produced this.
Did Ready or Not.
Were they held
Green
hostage for this?
I thought this felt like like a lower Radio Silence movie.
They produced it. They didn't direct it.
Yeah, a ton of jokes.
Huh. I did not know. Okay.
Does your Bigfoot foot have inflatable nails? Oh, it's a
scraper.
It's a ice scraper.
Ice scraper.
Of course.
So there's like, stuffed nails or whatever. I can't use this. Like, if I use it on the car, it would ruin the fur. Don't touch the hair.
Hey, whoa.
All right. Before we jump in, does anybody have anything special to report? On the fact you both.
I still have tickets for sale for our event. We are not sold out yet. We're getting there, but we're not sold out yet. So if you want to come hang out with us and watch Bad Movie, I guess I didn't put the link anywhere. I'll put the link in there.
Jason. Just, randomly look around and try to buy tickets.
Yeah, you'll find it. I'll get a link in there.
You can have merch?
Yes. Oh, it's downstairs. I have posters made. 11 by 17 posters made we're going to take. And then we're also going to sell some copies of movies we've already covered on the show. So we'll have those that we'll have signed and stuff like that. So
you should
stuff people can get.
You should sell the crap movies that are in your collection. Just have a box. Say $1. Take a movie.
Toten's going to show up with a shotgun if you do that.
Or every time somebody buys one of his shitty movies, Toten just has it already in a bag and just replaces it.
My goal is to have Toten buy movies from me that he's already sent me. That is the goal.
I like that.
Yeah. Did my internet cut out there for you guys while I was talking? Because you got super robotic for me.
No.
Nope.
No?
You were fine.
Okay. All right. Well, then never mind.
Who the hell knows? Well, that's exciting. And by the way, if it's sold out and you still want to go, Jason's Lap is open for business.
I should sell a very high-priced ticket for that. That's not a bad idea.
And by the way, I have an idea for merch. It's too late for this. But if you could make a cod piece with Dave's face with the open mouth on the cod piece, I think that would be the greatest merch.
It's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I like it.
Imagine if you could do a showing of Clockwork Orange and have Dave cod pieces for sale. That would be...
Or Dave thongs.
Used, by the way. Used.
Jesus.
Game used.
He shot himself watching
He
a
reviews
movie,
the movie in a thong, and then they auction it off.
and
Yeah,
you film him taking the thong off, putting it in an envelope.
Make sure it's an episode where he did like the beer bandolier where he drank all of it or something.
I love it. All right. I think it's time. I want to know what's going on in the world. But wait, no. I almost screwed myself up. It's drinking word time. Thank you, Sharon and Bradford, as always. Who added
I
this?
will drink my emotional support beer while I go over these drinking words. How about that? All right. Sheridan says, Jack, your words are stupid, Superman, Park. Hunter, yours are evil, indie, encrypted. Mine are budget, squatch, and dong. And
My
the bonus,
drinking words are stupid. Get it?
the bonus words are found, suit, and footage.
Yeah, I think we could.
Rickman should really be in the socials.
He has it for somebody who's not here, so Rickman's and Bones.
Rickman's got to
You
be a
got it.
social. Yeah.
Done.
Rickman's ghost right now is plotting revenge. All right, now let's get on to Jack Campese's no awards ever won, but still we call it award-winning news.
It's the news. Yay.
Welcome to Yates.
Monster Man.
Today's news is brought to you by the All-Star Game, which is on after you watch this podcast.
Can you believe, Jack, we have missed the All-Star Game for 8 years now?
That's wild.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I gotta call my union rep.
My team doesn't have anybody in the starting lineup, so
So
I can
you'll
I can
catch
come
me
in
later.
later.
Yeah.
All righty. This one gonna surprise you. Surprised me. There is a play coming to the stage in London at the London Ambassadors Theatre on December 5th called Paranormal Activity, A New Story Live.
A play?
A found footage play based on the
What?
Paranormal Activity mythos.
You know what? That might get me to go to a play, though.
A reimagining of a modern ghost story with an unsettling intimacy only a theater can provide. Inspired by the found footage horror franchise. It's also going to come to Chicago, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., and San Francisco. I'm telling you, if it was coming to New York, Hunter,
Oh, God.
I'd go with you. But you never know. These things gain momentum.
It depends how they play it. Remember Evil Dead, the musical? That was amazing.
I'm dying to know, are they going to play this for laughs or are they going for serious? Like,
Is it going to be like a William Castle thing where there's like the seats are rigged or
oh, that would be
the
great.
audience? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, if it's like the first movie, they'll just be lying in bed for half of the play, sleeping.
It'd be great if it suddenly was like one of those extreme fun houses that they have where you have to sign a waiver and they put like tarantulas on your face and
I'm
wrap
in.
you in shrink wrap.
I'm in. Look, I would see that over just about any other play that is currently on Broadway or in London. So, yeah, why not?
I'll see that as often as other plays I see. Never.
Nunts.
The last play I saw was the one based on Jaws, and the one before that was I don't remember because maybe it was Elf.
I saw a play about a mathematician that Anne Heche was supposed to be in, and I got front row seats, and she did not show up that day. I'm like,
Wow.
oh, this sucks. Did you ever get the name of the play?
It was Volcano, the play.
By the way, did you ever notice in like Paranormal Activity, this is a young, attractive couple, and that camera's on every night in their bedroom. There was like, their sex life is nil. It's no banging.
You don't think they turn off the camera for that?
If that was my wife, there'd be a lot going on there every night, but Those aren't pillows.
There has to be like a parody of that. Like there's the Bear Wench Project. There's got to be.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the parody films were huge, like 20 years ago, and just
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. Paragasm. It's a lot of things we could do with that.
When
if
was
there
the last,
isn't.
The Bitch Dimension. I don't know. What was it?
when was the last Paranormal Activity movie? It feels like it's been a while.
There's one that you saw that I don't think anybody else saw. Like it took place in like a forest or something.
A couple of years ago, like 2-3 years ago.
It's
Remember?
on like Paramount Plus, but I keep like when I'm desperate for something, I go to it, and then I'm like, I don't have it.
It was horrible.
I don't even remember it.
It was like the movie poster had like a picture of the woods, but it looked like a skull or something.
It was like snow.
Oh, yeah. Next of Kin. That's right. Oh my God, I forgot about that. That was 4 years ago.
Wow,
Holy
4
shit.
years already?
Wow.
Yeah, not good.
And before that, it had been 6 years. So we've had one in 10 years.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well,
We're good.
I'm going to London to see this.
We can visit Gillian Anderson while we're there, Jack.
Oh yeah. Hey, Hunter. As of today, Megan 2.0 is available on streaming platforms.
Oh,
But the
get
real
ready, boys.
real news is in September, the Blu-ray is coming out, and there will be an unrated version. So, what was the unrated version of the first one? Was like 4 minutes extra or something like
I was going to say they did that already, and there was nothing on there.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I mean, look, I enjoyed that movie. If somebody wanted to buy it for me for a special event, I'd happily take it and watch it multiple times.
I feel like with the first one, I still haven't watched the unrated version, but I definitely walked out of the going, that would have been better if it was gorier. This one, I don't know if it would have been better if it was gorier, but I didn't. It was just so wacky that I didn't even like occur to me that more gore was.
And it's not a horror movie, so
Yeah,
no,
whatever.
It's
but maybe that'll kick it up a notch.
Boy, can you tell that movie bombed if it's already on streaming? I mean,
Yeah.
what did
I
we cover
know.
that 3 weeks ago?
By the way, bombed. It's made like $40 million.
Yeah, I think it
So,
was
but
36
not what they
mil or
were
something.
expecting.
Well, didn't the first one do like?
Yeah, no,
Way
it
over
bombed in
100.
their eyes.
Yeah, it made the first one made like 60 million or something. It's close. It'll make its money back.
It was made for 15 to 25 million, and it made 36 million in the box office. So as of right now, it maybe broke even.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and it's gonna make money from sales and.
But that's not the
streaming.
kind of money they wanted to make.
No.
No,
Admit it bombed.
but for a horror movie to make 36 million, it's pretty good, or whatever that was.
I still see the Megan popcorn bust at the movie theater, so they're
Oh.
still out there.
Sure,
Was it
they sold
busty?
dozens.
It's got the Megan face, and then it's like the little girl face, and then you take it off, and it's like the robot face.
I mean, that's really cool. They had the Amityville bucket at my theater. I saw it when
There's
I
an
went to see
Amityville bucket.
that. Yeah, isn't that not Amityville, Amity Island?
Oh, Amity Island.
Yeah. Amityville Bucket is the new movie that's coming out from the schmucks who brought you
I was
Amityville.
going to say
Toilet.
Amityville mop and Amityville bucket.
Amityville Mop. Wait a second. We just discovered my new project. All right, I got to start writing that script.
Now, if they did an Amityville horror house popcorn bucket, that would be awesome.
It would be. And every
That
time
would
you
be
put
cool.
your hand in, it just screams at you, get your hand out.
Get your hand out.
So there's a guy somewhere who has a massive collection of popcorn buckets. Okay.
There is. His underwear also are stuck to his pubes.
I would never spend $40 on a shark head popcorn bucket.
No, you wouldn't. Don't anybody watch the Monster Men Jaws episode.
Don't look right there.
What an asshole. I don't know who would do that.
Ugh.
Some weird yet sad news, but weird. A paranormal investigator named Dan Rivera from Connecticut. He is part of the New England Society for Psychic Research, which is like the Ed and Lorraine Warren crowd,
Oh, okay.
died this week while on tour with the real Annabelle doll. I think he was in Virginia.
I was
So
going
it's
to
in
say
Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
he was in Pennsylvania. That's the same time all 911 went out in the state of Pennsylvania.
Wow.
That's weird.
So they're saying it's not clear how he died. So it's obviously sad. I think he was in his 50s. I don't quote me on that. I don't have it for sure, but he's a younger guy. So, I mean, very sad. So I'm not like trying to mock that, but I was like, the reason that this is newsworthy is because he was on tour with Annabelle, who
Death by doll
supposed to follow. So
it's a clear case of death by doll.
Yeah,
obviously.
I don't think that the other people in the group would ever exploit that though for ticket sales.
No.
So
this won't be a movie in 5 years.
Okay.
Next year, this is going to be the biggest draw. This will be like in the whole pitch to come see the stupid doll. Guaranteed.
How many people go to see the doll and then they see it's a Raggedy Ann doll and they're like, what?
Yeah, where's the doll from the movie?
I think they have both.
Why?
They did a thing here once up near Sandy Hook, and they had the real Annabelle doll and I think one of the movie dolls for this event that they were doing.
Look, I get it. You got to give the people what they want. You're trying to make money. But whatever.
And the late breaking news. So Werewolf, the Robert Eggers next movie after Nosferatu, he has cast Aaron Taylor Johnson and Lily Rose Depp as the guy who is the werewolf and his wife. So he is going to the casting of Nosferatu, and he's doing a Mike Flanagan and using his people in another movie.
Well, hopefully this guy has a big penis that he could put some fur on and flop it around.
True. That would add to the movie.
Hey, Aaron Taylor Johnson is kick-ass, so.
Oh, that's right. I always forget who he is. Kick-ass was great.
He was also Kraven the Hunter.
I am so not excited for this movie. I don't know why. I just...
well,
maybe after Nosferatu.
Well, it's going to be in Old English dialogue, so you got that going for you.
Great. Undecipherable, too.
So if you're worried about having too exciting a time...
So this is a period piece.
It is. 13th century England.
Oh,
God.
Whatever.
I predict a funnier movie than American Werewolf in London on this one.
You know what? Though I'd give him credit for trying to go outside the box.
Yeah,
you know.
that's true.
I
wish
actually
he was doing original stories.
Yeah, he's doing an original story. And as I reported earlier, or in another earlier episode, he's also doing a Christmas Carol. So, you know, not 100% new material, but
Yeah, I guess he's given up on originality.
But I'm looking forward to this one until I see like a trailer that looks bad, because I think this could be good. But when I saw it was in Old English, I'm like, oh, okay, this might be one of those ones. Like I had to watch The Witch a second time, to really kind of understand everything that was going on.
Plus, that guy, the father, I mean, his balls must be so big they're around his ankles.
Yeah, he was so hard to understand.
Like the second time I saw that movie, and actually probably watching like videos about the movie, I start to understood a little bit better of like why the family had to leave the village in the first place.
Mm-hmm. But look, this is going to look good. Like you're going to see the trailer. We're all going to be, wow, that looks really good.
Yeah, no, I'm psyched.
Yeah,
he could crap out a good-looking trailer in his sleep. It's the full thing.
Look, there's so many good werewolf movies. I just have no worries.
That's true.
There's more than you think. Like it got me thinking because Joe Bob did his thing Friday, and it was about werewolves. So, what was the first movie they did? Oh, Dog Soldiers.
Oh my God! Did Janine Pipe blow a gasket?
She popped up. I know Neil. The second movie was Bad Moon by Eric Red.
Oh, that's the one with the old guy. What is he blind?
Dude, I
Oh no, Bad Moon's the one with the dog, isn't it?
In the woods.
the
yeah.
dog. Yes, you see
Yeah.
the dog's point of view. That movie's so terrible.
I
But
think the movie's okay up until you see the transformation, and then it's like,
oh,
oh no.
Doesn't
Yeah.
that movie open with like a sex scene in a tent and then a werewolf
yes,
attacks?
yeah. So it also is shot. It looks like a Hallmark movie.
Yes.
You're like, this is just so weird. But I mean, there are good werewolves. There's Wolf
Well,
Cop.
good.
and
You're
Werewolves
throwing the word
Within.
good around pretty.
Werewolves Within, really good. I like the movie a lot.
That's good.
Werewolves on Wheels. Have you guys ever seen that one?
I covered that on So Bad It's Good.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
8 seconds of werewolf footage.
Yeah, but that's all you need. It's a biker movie, Jack, where they come across a satanic.
I'm
cult.
aware of it. I just think I've never seen it.
You'll love it.
Maybe I'll fire that
on
one
TV.
this month.
But anyway, there's more. I know we crap on that subgenre, but I think if we think hard, there's
But
a
they're
lot of good-
decent. They're not like
no. I mean, look, American Werewolf in London, The Howling, the original Wolfman, Werewolf in London. I mean, there's really solid ones in there.
Frankenstein versus the Wolfman.
Dude, I'd watch that every day. Love that stuff.
Well,
Polish
anyway.
Werewolf in Burbank. Nice fan.
Wolf
That's
of Snow Creek or whatever that movie. I like that one.
Yeah, that was another good one. Not a lot of wolf, but good.
That is all the news that's fit to print.
All right, let's talk about all the things that aren't fit to listen to or watch.
We have such sights to show you.
Mike Toten wants a movie in Proto-Uralic. I don't even know what the hell that is.
I don't know what that is.
Sounds like
I
a kidney
don't
disease.
think I can help him.
He'll let us know. All right. Jason, what were you doing while I wasn't around? What kept you occupied?
Oh, what the hell did I watch?
This is
Oh,
bad.
I got it. Took me a second. I watched a movie called Looky-loo, which is a found footage movie because I am now on a quest to find new, good found footage movies. It hasn't been going well, but I'm still trying. This one looks, if I had to guess, it was shot by college students, but it's better than that would make it sound. This is kind of like ASMR, but for a stalker and a serial killer. So it just starts with this guy walking around with a camera, just kind of wandering, and then he finds an alley, walks into the alley, and just hides for hours until somebody walks by, and then he follows them and tries to get into the building they went into, but it's locked. So he just starts walking until he finds somebody else, and then follows her home, and then tries to get into her house. And he does this multiple times. And at the beginning, I was like, okay, there's glacial pacing, and then there's this movie, because it's just this guy walking, following women. But then he figures out how to get into one of their houses, because he finds, by the way, if you're one of those people who leaves a key under your mat, watch this movie. It will change your mind.
And by the
this-
way, if that's what you do, you deserve what you get.
Dude, that's so common where I grew up. It's crazy. Everybody has a spare key somewhere that's easily found.
Under the flower pot.
Yeah. That's basically what happens a couple times in this. And he goes in, and sometimes he's like, I'm going to make a sandwich. Or I'm going to take some of her clothes and put it on my mannequin and spray her perfume on it. And he just slowly gets more aggressive in entering these women's houses. So while the beginning is slow, it does ramp. And I actually quite enjoyed the end of this movie. It gets pretty intense at times. And there's almost no dialogue. It's just this dude walking around. You hear steps creaking loudly, and you're like, oh, this dude is going to get caught. And he just keeps getting crazier and doing nuttier shit. And some of the stuff is genuinely creepy. Like at one point, he goes into a parking garage and just starts seeing what doors are unlocked. And when he finds an SUV that's unlocked, he just climbs into the hatch and waits for somebody to get in and drive away. And then goes into their house while they're there. So pretty cool stuff. And like I said, I think it was made by college students. The budget seems to be non-existent,
Yeah.
and almost all of his victims look like they're college girls. So I'm just guessing, and at least 2 different points you see a campus. So I'm thinking that's the case, but this is a huge notch above the other found footage movies I've been watching lately. They spent time working on. It's not like a deep story. I mean, this guy stalks women and kills them, but they set it up. Like he goes to someone's house early in the movie, and then goes back a few different times, and just when you're like, oh, what happened to that person? He's back there. So he has like multiple victims he's working on at one given point. So interesting film. Not bad.
Looky-loo, the Jack Campese story.
People will hate this. Some people will think this is boring, absolute shit. There's no dialogue. There aren't jokes. It's just a guy walking around with a camera stalking women. But I thought it was okay. I kind of dug this. So Looky-loo.
Was this on that found footage channel?
It was. I think I may have had to rent it. I don't remember. I'll have to look. But
That was commitment right there.
yeah, I know.
I've heard of this one.
Yeah. It's a step above. it's still found footage. So if you don't like found footage, dear God, don't watch this. you will just die in your chair.
Ugh.
Have some friends over, just pop it on without explaining.
Yeah. Have a girl over first or second date. Throw this sucker on. She'll love it.
I love stuff. I like this
Imagine
stuff.
having like a first date and putting on the Poughkeepsie tapes.
You know what? I almost wish I was single and I could do that just for shits and giggles.
Put this on and get out a notepad and start taking notes as he's like getting into houses.
And then excuse myself and come out with the werewolf mask. Call me Peaches.
If your date reacts to a scene when you took notes, just kind of like line it out and then just keep going.
You try and hide the pad. What?
Oh God! And just sit there with a raging heart on. Not.
Oh God!
All right, Jack. Beat that, Jack.
There is a movie that will come to Shudder later this year, but is having a limited theatrical run called Abraham's Boys, a Dracula story that
Yep.
I went to the theater and saw.
I don't think I've heard of this.
Oh, where do you hear this setup, Jason?
I believe I was the only person in the theater. It was like Superman had just come out and everybody's going this way and I go this way. It's like 18 years after the events of Dracula, and Van Helsing has moved to California. It's like 1915 or something like that. And he has 2 sons and a wife. And it's about his wife may possibly be getting haunted by the ghosts of their past, I'll say. But really, it's more about his 2 sons' relationship with their father and generational trauma. The movie that kept coming to mind for me was Frailty. I was like, oh, this is Frailty with Dracula.
Yeah. You know what? You're
Frailty's
not the first
great.
person who said that.
So I was like, giddy up. And the guy who played Bosch is Van Helsing in this. And,
No wonder you said Frailty. That could be a frame from Frailty.
Yeah.
yes.
Wow.
Unfortunately, if you are a vampire fan and you're going into a movie expecting like a vampire movie, there is very little vampire in this movie and a lot of talking, and there's some allusions to vampires and stuff like that, but not a lot happens in this movie. It's all basically taking place in this house out in the middle of nowhere, and some people come in and out, but it's pretty dull.
They never leave the farm. Is that right? Because I heard it's all right there.
If they do, it's the surrounding area, so
Right.
they don't go far, and not a lot happens. And towards the end, some stuff happens. So this, when it comes to Shudder, if you're a vampire, especially Dracula head, you'll want to check it out and it'll hold your interest. But if not, you might find this movie a little bit dull.
Yeah.
Because
Rue Morgue did not give it a good review.
Yeah, it's because Frailty is an awesome movie. This movie does not have the voltage that Frailty has. This movie is
Just
slow.
frail.
There's a couple of scenes though towards the end. Like when it comes to Shudder, it's fine. Check it out, but just keep your expectations low. I was disappointed by it.
And you are the vampire man.
Oh, I was so freaking excited I had my expectations were in control, but when I first heard about this movie, I was like, "Oh, okay, what are we doing here?"
Yeah, it's a great the concept's really cool.
It's based on a Joe Hill story, which I guess was a short story, which I haven't read. So
I haven't read Joe Hill in a while. I need to go back to him. Actually, I'm glad you said that.
I had one of his books in my hand a couple of weeks ago, but it was so big. I was like, I'd already bought 4 books that were all 500 to 800 pages. I'm like, I can't add another one.
He writes
this one is short. You can get that one.
You saying generational trauma makes me concerned. Had me concerned. It's just gonna be these boys complaining, about their dad or whatever.
Daddy was hunting vampires, and never was home to tuck us in.
Life is so hard. It's like he killed fucking Dracula. Shut up.
The bats in the cradle and the silver spoon.
All right. Well, I went to the movie theater by myself because I could not recruit a single person in my house to go with me to go see Jurassic World Rebirth. Is that what it's called?
I've heard it called Afterbirth.
Stillbirth.
I know you saw this, Jack. So the most exciting part of this movie was I was sitting there and there was 2 people in the couple rows behind me who never stopped talking. You know how some people forget they're not in their living room? They thought they were in their yard. And they were just saying nonsense shit to the whole movie. And at one point I was going to turn around and say, hey, shut the hell up. Enough. But for some reason I didn't. Something held my hand or my mouth. When the movie was over, they stood up. The main guy was 6'8" at least and 350 to 400 pounds.
Oh.
He could be a lineman in the NFL. He was Mekhi Becton. And the other guys with him were smaller in comparison, but very large. So I'm like, all right.
They were paltry 6'4".
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. This movie, look, if you like dinosaur movies, I think if you're a kid, especially, you're going to like this. You could have replaced every character in here with a stick figure and lost nothing. Scarlett Johansson just grinned through the entire thing like, I can't believe I'm doing a Jurassic Park movie.
I get paid for doing this.
Yeah, I mean, there were times like, why the hell is she smiling? This isn't a moment for smiling. She's completely wasted in this movie. They do nothing with anybody. The other movies, you had some quirky characters, quirky, interesting, funny. Nothing. This is the most vanilla band of morons I've seen in a movie in a long time. It's 2.5 hours long, right around there, which puts it an hour too long. It's the same thing we've always seen. People go to an island, there's dinosaurs, they chase after you. But this is I relatively enjoyed it because I just thought, I loved Godzilla movies and the people parts sucked. I just wanted to see the monster. So it's very much like that. But they promise you in the beginning of this movie that this is an island where they've been doing genetic experiments and basically making dinosaur chimeras that were too gruesome to behold. And then we spend 2 hours and 15 minutes seeing the same shit dinosaurs we've seen all along. But then they get to the Cthulhu Cloverfield creature at the end, which is absolutely terrifying.
It was the Rancor.
Give me that thing. Like if the island was full of those things, it's a straight up horror movie and just start devouring people and have a ball with it. But they're also beholden to making as much money as possible, putting fannies in of every age in the seats, and so they watered it down. But the monster payoff at the end was excellent. But again, it's a summer popcorn blockbuster. I get it. It's just
These things make money. It cost 180 million so far, has made 537. So
yeah,
raking
they
it
were
in.
they were smart to scale down the budget from the previous movies. That was a great idea.
180 million is scaled down. Holy shit!
Yeah, the other ones were like 280 or something.
Oh my god!
So,
The scene they show a lot in the trailer with the boat with the
yeah,
that's a pretty cool part.
the water stuff is really good. The land stuff is like, yeah. But again, it was a great idea. Good setup, got me excited, and then let me down until the very end, which I'm hoping the next one would be more of that. But I guarantee you it won't. They'll bring back raptors or something.
Lala nails it. How many times can you discover evil people growing dinosaurs in petri dishes?
Well, we'll tell you when this ever ends. How many times?
There's probably
It's turning
two
into
more.
Transformers, where it just is more nonsensical every movie, yet somehow they keep making $500 million, $1 billion every freaking movie.
Yeah.
Because every 2 years they come out with a new toy line, and kids who are 2 now are going to be like 5 or 6 when the next one comes out, and so they'll need toys. And
Dude, can you imagine buying like a little kid that Cloverfield monster toy? There you go.
I don't want to see that part.
If you can find it on YouTube or someone has stolen a clip of just the parts of that, that's all you need to know.
All right.
But like I said, too long. It looks good. People sucked.
As usual. All right.
Yeah.
I read a book.
No way.
And it's going to kind of tie into what you're talking about, because I read a book by Greig Beck. What the hell? Oh, I finally finished the Center of the Earth series he wrote with Escape from the Center of the Earth, where these absolute morons who had escaped from the Center of the Earth, the first movie, have gone back 2 more times. And this time they've gone back again. But this time it's because they have skin cancer from the radiation in the center of the Earth, and they're dying from it. And there are people down there. There's a race of quasi-humans down there who have a salve that heals this very quickly. And they want to go down and get that salve to save their lives. And then also, it's a cure for skin cancer. So they're thinking, we'll become billionaires if we make it out.
Smart.
So they go back down. And Dagon is down there, just like the second book. And he remembers them, and he is quite pissed off. And when they go back this time, they, encounter a ton of creatures. Again, it's very similar to the other books. So if you like them, they're like B movies, but in book form. But with if a B movie had a $500 million budget, that's what this book series is. It's just people getting killed in incredible, insane ways. They're running for their lives. The science is, we do some hand waving, of course, because they're at the center of the Earth. There's just a lot of, this is how it works. And you're like, okay, you explained it. Good enough.
Right.
Even though you're like, that's ridiculous. But they're like, okay, those are the rules. So this series is fun as hell, man. I don't know how this channel has turned into the Greig Beck show all of a sudden, but the guy deserves it, man. He's great. I freaking love his writing.
The amazing thing is, my next thing is a Greig Beck book that I'm going to talk about. He owes us money.
This is the Greig Beck show.
As long as it doesn't become the Glenn Beck show, we're all right.
Well, ironically, I went to London and saw a Greig Beck play based on Escape from Center of the Earth. It was amazing.
I think he's Australian.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but this is the same theater that's doing Paranormal Activity.
I've talked to him now a couple of times. Maybe we should get him on the show.
You've talked to Greig Beck?
Yeah. I had to reach out to him. I was like, that Europa book, I was so floored by it.
Put the candle back.
Yeah, we could have him on. His writing's incredible.
Yeah. I'd
Just
like
give me a
to
little
hear-
notice. I could read one of his books.
Well, we could say, like, you pick what's the monster movies that tickle your fancy? Because I guarantee he's got very similar tastes to us, obvious from his
It's
writing.
gonna be the Godzilla where they go to the center of the earth.
Or he'll be Armand Rosemilio. I really don't watch horror.
He'd be like, how about Jurassic Park Stillbirth?
Like a good Nicholas Sparks movie. All right, Jack.
I tuned into Hulu this week for Jaws at 50, the definitive inside story, the new documentary that came out.
I knew you
About
had to watch that.
Jaws. And I enjoyed the hell out of it, like I knew I would. They cover some stuff that you're going to know, but they cover some others that, somebody asked Spielberg at the beginning of it, so have you told every story there is to tell about Jaws? And he goes, let's find out. So they take some different angles at it, and they talk to some different people like James Cameron and Emily Blunt and some other people. So look, if you're a Jaws fan, this year is the 50th anniversary, and everybody, it's a feeding frenzy of great content.
Wow, the directors in the cast of this is a who's who of the greatest ever.
Yeah, it's well worth your time. It's only like, if it's an hour and a half, it might not even be an hour and a half.
J.J. Abrams, they should get him to do some Jaws movies.
Hell yeah.
Lens flare on the shark.
Why was Emily Blunt there?
Emily Blunt loves Jaws.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
So
Look,
I love Emily Blunt.
I like seeing her in anything, so that's fine. Just curious.
It was like Jordan Peele. It's very interesting to hear other filmmakers and people in that industry talk about the brilliance of the movie or what they loved about it and stuff like that. And Emily Blunt had a crush on Roy Scheider.
Wow. She
That
likes
tan.
busted noses. All right, Jack, you're the guy who's seen it over 100 times. Did you learn anything new?
I did. I learned a couple of little things.
Holy crap. That means I'm going to learn a lot if I watch
Yeah,
it.
maybe I should actually watch this.
It's definitely worth your time. And look, it's a documentary. You don't have to sit there with the notepad.
I'm off next week on a staycation, so this will be the first thing to pop on when it's the inevitable rainy day, which never seems to stop.
It's crazy to say, but I still think people don't understand how important Jaws was to the industry. I think it changed the way they make movies. I think it changed pacing in films dramatically. I think it just changed everything.
You should definitely watch this because they touch on some of that stuff in this.
All right, I'm
I'm
going to watch
sure
it.
all those brilliant directors agree with my point of view on that.
All right. Well, I'm sticking to a theme. So I started with dinosaurs. I'm ending with dinosaurs. So I read Greig Beck's other series, Primordia, which is, so yours was, Journey to the Center of the Earth, which didn't even change much of the title. This is based on Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Lost World, which, this is, by the way, I love this. The main character in this book, his name is Ben Cartwright. Jack, does that ring a bell to you?
Is that Gunsmoke?
That is Lorne Green from Bonanza.
Bonanza. Okay.
Oh, God. Okay.
So I hear Ben Cartwright. I'm like, that's like an iconic character name. But in this,
I was gonna say Bonanza or Gunsmoke. I zigged when I should have zagged.
you were in the genre. That's what matters. Not many people here are going to realize this, which I think this is what Beck excels at, is bringing a lot of stuff that people loved in the 60s and 70s and bringing it here to modern times. But anyway, in this story, Ben Cartwright is a former soldier. He returns home and he discovers in his mother's, I think his mother's selling the house or something, a manuscript of his great-great-grandfather talking. Yeah, it was Hoss. Who was communicating with Arthur Conan Doyle And supposedly his great-great-grandfather, who was an explorer, found this lost world down in South America, and that inspired Conan Doyle to write The Lost World. And luckily, he runs into all his high school friends who are all have endless vacation time. One guy's got a lot of money, and over drinks at a bar, they go, "Hey, let's track down everything and go find this lost world." Okay. Now, I will tell you, this book is accurate in that when they concoct this scheme, Ben Cartwright goes along with it only because the girl that was his girlfriend in high school, who he's kind of still interested in, she's really excited about it. So again, men can be led by the balls by a pretty woman to anywhere, including their ultimate doom to a place like this. So then it becomes this whole thing. They found out like part of the manuscript is buried on Arthur Conan Doyle's estate, which is like it's a retirement home, and like the series of coincidences to get them from one mystery to the other, whether it's just like found it, was stretched belief, but it didn't matter because I was in there for the fun of it. And they eventually find this lost world because there's also a comet passing overhead every 10 years that gives you access to this world. It's kind of like a ripple in time. And then it's big animals and knocking people off one by one. And there are bad guys that are in there trying to get it too. So it's a fun ass book, man. Crazy.
This sounds very similar to the Center of the Earth books I just read. It was about Jules Verne, and that what he was writing about was real and all this shit. So
yeah,
and he uses characters from that book, and yeah,
that's what he's doing. He's taking these classics and reintroducing them in a way that's familiar to certain people, but might be brand new to others.
Yeah,
people
it's
love
a style.
It.
Fun.
I get it.
Fun. I think that's his style. It's fun.
Yeah, totally fun. And dude, nobody's going to make a movie out of these things because the budget would have to be off the charts.
There's no chance. There's 0% chance.
Trust me. But yeah, really enjoyable. It's book 1, so I've already downloaded book 2, and maybe I'll give Greg Beck. We'll give some space between. Like, we can't just keep doing his books.
So I'm going to read something else because I've read like 4 of his books in a row, and I need to be able to talk about other shit on here. But
I mean, luckily I've read other books that I'll talk about in the coming weeks. So
all right.
We need a palate cleanser. But if you don't get the point, we really
you read those on Kindle or actual books?
Kindle,
but I think he has them in paper.
Oh, he does. It's just getting ridiculous.
What's the book to start with for him?
Dude, Europa was pretty good.
I mean, Europa is what got us hooked.
I think you'd like that one. I would start with that. It's a good book. And it's a one and done. There's no sequel. So
yeah.
I gotta see if I can find my Kindle. It's packed up somewhere.
Sacrilege.
All right.
I read actual books, not
I think we're done, right? Are we done?
Well, we're done.
Can we not do the main review? Can we just skip out?
Dude, we have to do the main review.
Oh, skibbity toilet. All right. Let's get on to the main feature.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
You have to have a favorite. What comes to mind?
Oh, found footage. The making of the Patterson Project, or whatever the hell. So this is available on...
Jesus, dude.
This is available on Amazon. I was very excited for this. I had set a Google reminder months ago when I heard about this to let me know when this is coming out. I rarely do that. So yeah, who wants to? Jason? Yeah, I'm looking at you, buddy. Want to describe you're the found footage master? Give it a shot.
So, a guy who decides Jesus. Just describing this.
Peter Brady.
I need a sip of my emotional support beer. A guy who's shot a bunch of shorts, low budget shorts, decides he's going to make a full length feature, and he has to get funding for it and put a crew together. And does he work at the store?
No, he works in like a crummy restaurant or.
Oh, it's a
diner.
restaurant. That's right. He works in a restaurant, and he gets a guy who owns a furniture store to help fund his movie. And the beginning is their adventures in setting this up and trying to get this movie off the ground and casting it and just all the insanity that comes with trying to produce a movie, aided by the fact that you're working with a bunch of people who have no clue what they're doing. And they go to this property and they're trying to find a room to put all their equipment, and they go down in the basement and there's some kind of ceremonial shit down there, and they just kind of push it out of the way and screw up protective seals. As they start shooting their movie, crazy stuff starts to happen around them.
That is perfectly said, my friend.
Except for the beginning, which was not perfectly said.
That's okay. That's fine. Okay. All right, Jack. I'm curious to know.
I think we're
I
going
hope
to
you guys won't
continue.
kick me off the show for this one.
I think we're going to continue our trend of disagreeing on movies, dude. Because I thought this movie was funny.
You're absolutely retarded now. I'm convinced now you're retarded.
No, you are so retarded.
Like funny movies you think are not funny. This squatch turd you think is funny. Okay.
Dude, the end of this movie is funny. It takes a while to get used to. So the first half, a little rough. Once it gets going, and particularly like the third act, enough funny stuff happened. And it was such a parody of found footage movies that I found some value in it. I'm not saying that this is an Oscar-winning movie, but they did a few things at the end of this movie that I laughed out loud at. So,
Really?
yeah.
My wife laughed at me a lot. She kept going, "You spent $7 for this?" Like,
Yeah, I don't
shut
think
up.
maybe not $7.
A little expensive.
I spent $8 to see Jurassic World in a theater. So I don't know. So you liked it?
Yeah, it was all right.
I honestly,
like I said,
tonight, I felt like I was like the boss called me into his office, and I felt like, oh boy, I'm in trouble because I was the one 2 weeks in a row. I was like, yeah, you should watch this. All right, Jason.
I think you're out of your mind because I also enjoyed this movie.
Come on, you're both retarded.
I thought it was funny.
Oh,
I
my
thought it
God.
was funny.
You
I
know,
don't
we
think...
were talking about you last week. We think there's something wrong with you. This
Why
is
is
an
there something
intervention.
wrong with me?
Let's
By
take
the
a
way-
pause. Your taste in movies is tanked.
You want to gang up on me? You
It's
have
an
agreed with
intervention.
Jason no times this year, and now all of a sudden you guys are buddies because you bonded over this stupid movie. I ain't buying it. It's fake news.
Go on
Fake-
liking your crap then. I hope you spend $1,000 on the worst movie ever next week.
It's fake.
I tried to
award-winning
help,
news.
and now I'm your enemy for life.
Good. You're disinvited. You can never come here.
Okay, I'm sorry, Jason. Go on.
No, I have very important analysis I have to get to. I was just waiting for you guys to wrap it up.
Step back.
I think this movie's funny. I liked the first 3/4 more than the ending because I appreciated all the folly of them trying to make a movie and being complete idiots and having no idea what they're doing.
It was interesting.
I thought that was funny. Like the casting of Daniel Radcliffe
Yes.
and tricking the old woman with Alan Rickman. I thought all that shit was really funny. The guy in the Bigfoot costume smoking a cigarette. I liked all that stuff. I don't think it works as a horror film very well. I didn't think the ending worked kind of at all for me. I'm not gonna lie. The horror stuff I didn't like. But I thought this was funny. Watching these dumbasses screw everything up in a movie, and then when they realize that they don't have a cinematographer for the film on the first shot of the first day, like I thought that was hysterical. So I don't know. My wife was 50-50 on it. She thought the beginning was kind of boring, and then she kind of grew into it.
I had to get used to it. And then,
Yeah, I guess I expected that beginning the whole time. I don't know why, but I liked it. Not as a horror film, but as a comedy. I liked it.
Wow.
Have at it.
Well, Look, this is probably what killed me on this. My friend Paul, my Squatch brother from the South, said, dude, this is Sasquatch blue balls. And he just left it at that. He didn't explain. And then I watched it. I'm like, oh, I get it. Yet another movie that makes you think you're seeing a Bigfoot movie, but it leaves your balls big and blue and bloated and just unsatisfied. Because
that's what seeing Abraham's Boys, a Dracula story, kind of feels like to me.
Yeah, they vampire.
Like, this is not a
red
Dracula
balls.
story.
So for that part alone, I was really disappointed and kind of pissed.
That makes sense.
I did enjoy the Alan Rickman storyline.
Oh my god, that was the best.
My wife looked at me. She goes, "Is there a possibility Alan Rickman's going to show up?" I'm like, "Well, if he does, it's a hologram because he's been dead for a long time."
It's a skeleton.
And the main guy, the guy who was the director, who looked literally like you squished Napoleon Dynamite and his brother Kip into one person.
Yes.
I thought they may have based him off that guy from American Movie, the director.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. It's like, this is him.
I could totally see that.
He's making Coven.
Oh, but like that guy, every time I looked at his face, I just kept expecting to go like, "Lucky, get your own tots."
It's a Liger.
So, look, there were amusing parts of this movie. I love the furniture salesman, schmuck producer. But most of the cast irritated me. And like the whole thing, I'm just watching. Oh, okay. I'm not getting Bigfoot. I'm getting something else, and I don't like the something else. So for that reason alone, I was just out on this. And steadily being mocked by the person on the couch next to me.
I think the title and the cover definitely leans into you think they're doing something about the Patterson Project, and they're not at all. They're making a shitty horror film that's supposed to be about it, but you see the Bigfoot costume. Barely do you even see it. I mean, they get rid of it so quickly. They're trying to do motion capture and shit almost immediately, which I found funny, but I didn't give a shit if it was a Bigfoot movie or not. Well, if you want this to be a Bigfoot movie, it is not that.
And as you and I, who have donned the Bigfoot costume, know, you don't want to wear that for long. I don't care where you are.
The guy got heat stroke.
I almost got heat stroke wearing it on Christmas one year. It was cold, and I'm like,
whoever lined that with rubber, that was not nice.
So yeah, that was my thing. It was clickbait. The title was clickbait, and I don't like it when I'm perusing the interwebs, and I don't like it when I spend $7 for a movie at home.
I'll give you that. It is very clickbait.
Yeah. I mean, I wish Alan Rickman made it to the movie. Would have given it some gravitas.
Yeah, when we get the spoilers, we got to talk about that because that was one of the moments that like kicked it up a notch for me. I was like, "Oh, wait, this is hilarious!" Like,
and by the way, this is the most shocking evening of my life. Coming to this show, and the two of you kind of.
I thought it was funny, dude.
Yeah, I'm amazed.
The whole thing about the lead, one of the lead actors, not knowing he was also going to record the movie, I thought was great. And then that whole explanation and the director just being flabbergasted.
Well, come on. In his thing, he showed him holding a camera and pressing a button. He obviously knew.
I thought that was a great joke. And then showing the way they had to record it because that guy was an idiot. Like, I thought all that stuff was funny. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a big movie producer now, so I understand the in-jokes like you don't. You know what I mean?
That's probably, yeah. We're not inside enough.
That's probably what it is.
I'm not inside enough. Jack liked it with you, which you guys are now. I'm gone 1 week. Now you guys are taxed at the hip. But whatever.
Well, I took your place.
It's called elevated horror. So you just get things on the
if that's elevated horror, we're doomed.
You missed Tubby Time for 1 week and you're out, man.
God damn it. Well,
that's the way it is.
Tubby Time alone.
This is my favorite Bigfoot movie ever.
I swear to God, next time I see you, Jack,
I'm going to scrape me.
I'm going to punch you with this and then scrape all your flesh off your face.
I mean, it's probably top 5 Bigfoot movies.
Shut up. I'll punch you too.
This is the guy who thinks that all the crappy werewolf movies are great. So, you know.
I don't think the crappy one's great. It's better once than we think.
Oh, that's so funny.
Any genre that has werewolves on wheels has to be doing all right. You'll understand, Jack. Ring the damn bell.
So
Now, just like this movie, if you thought you were getting like communion or something because you heard a church bell, you ain't. So you're screwed.
So what I liked about the second half of the movie was so many of these found footage movies try and go this route of like the demonic stuff, and like the couple shows up and then they do weird stuff, and it usually falls flat. But because they were trying to be funny here, it was working better for me. But the thing that made me laugh out loud was there's so many movies, whether they're on found footage or just like artsy movies, that have like this time loop thing going on where, wait, we're back where we started. Like even the Blair Witch Project kind of does that, where, you know, if you read theories on the Blair Witch Project, they're like, was there time loop involved in that and shit?
Final girls.
In this one, where they're going down like the driveway and stuff, and then they end up like back where they started, and they're like, wait a minute, how did I thought you were just there? Well, so they start testing it, and they're like walking down the driveway and spinning to see how it works and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the most realistic thing. If you were actually going through this, you'd be trying all this goofy stuff like this. And it just was cracking me up.
That's a great example of what I was saying about, I think it works as a horror film, or as a comedy, not as a horror film. Because other movies try and play that straight, and they're just like rolling on the ground down the driveway. So I get that. Yeah, I thought it was funny, and even like the old woman's wig is so obviously a wig, and I was like, this is bad. And then later it pays off. You see, it is a wig, and she has it up on the head.
Well, they did tell him the first time, like, don't stare at her wig or something like that.
Oh, I totally even missed that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Alan Rickman thing, when she starts talking about him, everybody in the is like, how are they going to deal with this? What's going on? And then when the guy comes and he's got to act like Alan Rickman, like, so when the camera's rolling, you're Alan Rickman acting as this guy. But then when the camera's off, you're Alan Rickman. Like, they're explaining the two Alan Rickmans he has to be. And he doesn't even do a very good Alan Rickman.
That's awful. It's an awful Alan Rickman.
I thought it'd been funnier if he really did try to be. He was like, "Wow, kind of sounds like Alan Rickman."
See, I thought it was funny because he's such a shitty actor.
That's true. That it devolved into an Evil Dead thing, I was so pissed.
Yeah,
I did.
Like I said, the horror stuff at the end just really didn't.
It was cracking me up.
Yeah, it was fine. I guess I don't know. It was fine. I like just the filmmaking shit was just killing me. Like when they find out that it's Danielle Radcliffe, and the guy's like, "We have to rewrite the script to make," and she's like, "No." So she's saying "bro," and other people are calling her "bro" and shit.
Yeah, don't mess my lines up.
So we have like a Venn diagram. Like, you like the beginning of the movie, I like the end of the movie. We both kind of like
yeah.
It got better for me and it got worse for you.
Yeah.
But in there's a lot of common ground we have. Like, because there was a lot of stuff that was cracking me up, but then other stuff that wasn't quite landed for me. But I think it was partially just I wasn't settled into the movie yet.
Yeah, sure. Well, the title, the Patterson Project or whatever, you don't know that they're just making a shitty Bigfoot movie and using that name and the walk to just try to sell their shitty found footage movie.
Yeah.
Whereas with the title of this, I was thinking like it was going to be about that film. So even as I was finding out it was modern day at the beginning, I was like, wait, what? Like, what is this? I was just confused by the whole thing.
I thought it would be them shooting a movie about the Patterson film, but then Bigfoot would really be there. That's
definitely not that.
That's what I came in for. And no, I get Evil Dead. Look, the thing I really hung my hat on that I enjoyed was the budding relationship between Napoleon Kip Dynamite's girlfriend and the other producer. I like a good love story, and I got it with that. That
was weird. I don't know why that was really in there. It's like, who cares?
Was it to give her a reason to be mad at him? I mean, she had every reason to be mad at him. Like, she didn't need that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was that just to give more texture to the story or something? I don't know.
It was given a lot of screen time for really no payoff.
No, unless you keep the camera in the hotel room and you get to watch some
Right.
bang bang.
Like, he didn't get mad when he found out his girlfriend was banging his friend and
No.
go off and accidentally start a saying, like break up the ritual or whatever the hell he did. Like, it would have played into the story more. Instead, it was like, if you cut that out, it makes zero difference to the story.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah, because there was no payoff.
no, he got mad and went upstairs and watched his camera for a little bit.
Like,
That was the end of that storyline. So it was like,
what a wimp.
But
even if I didn't like her anymore, I would relish kicking the tar out of that guy just to get male aggression out, because that's what testosterone
Could any of the
does.
guys in that movie kick anybody else's butt, though? I mean, nobody.
They
seemed
couldn't
to
have
do
even
it.
kicked their own asses.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the furniture guy.
looked pretty accurate to a bunch of movie nerds making a film. Like, nobody's kicking anybody's ass.
And then, to sort of like put the brakes on things, I got a kick out of this movie, but I'm not buying like the Blu-ray and putting it up next to Shaun of the Dead on my all-time great horror comedies.
No. But you know what's coming for Christmas?
What?
This Blu-ray, baby.
I think we need to get you the Blu-ray.
Feel free.
Just like my Winchester copy.
By the way, do you still have that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
He's selling it at his event.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You should. But make sure you tell everybody this was a copy.
You should auction
handled
it
by
off for
Hunter
charity. Auction it off for charity.
Oh, God.
The year after I gave you that, my idea was to give you a copy of that every single year for the rest of time.
You just have to buy a box before all the Blu-rays go out.
Wait, like,
print.
Best Buy going out of business or something.
Jason could have a ditch in his backyard, like the Atari ET game.
The Winchester ditch. I just thought it'd be so funny if, like, Jason's like 80 years old. He's got 50 copies of Winchester in his house.
He's at the nursing home. Hey, you got mail, Jason.
Oh,
Oh,
and
that's great.
if they put it on different formats,
It'll
somebody
be
puts
on
it
his like
this.
implant by that time. They'll just have it.
You have to set it up like in Back to the Future when he gives that letter to the post office that says deliver this in 30 years. You just set it up for every year.
And then with the recording me of going, Helen Mirren is so accomplished. She doesn't need to make crap at this age.
She doesn't need to make crap.
Oh, yes, she does.
Oh,
You know what's great about the internet? For some reason, I feel like once a month, somebody out there just posts a picture of Helen Mirren from like the 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you're scrolling through like, oh, this political thing, that sports or that. And you stop like, wait, who's that? Damn, Helen Mirren. Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then you go on with your day. And I don't know why everybody's doing this. I guess it's because I stop and they get a lot of views. But
Always give it a like.
Yep.
Excalibur Helen Mirren was top notch.
Winchester Helen Mirren, not bad either.
No. I mean, being surrounded by bad CGI only makes you look better.
Oh my God. You're going to make me start ranting about that movie.
By the way, this is how good this movie is that we're talking about Winchester. That's
you
how
should
good this movie is.
wore the Sasquatch outfit tonight.
It was tempting, but it's also 85 degrees. And
It's going to be like 100 on Thursday. Save it for then.
oh, God. Is it really?
It's supposed to be like, well, here it's going to be like 90, but feels like 100.
Oh, forget it. If I wore that costume tonight, I would have pissed my pants 5 minutes in and passed out in 10 minutes. Just been done.
I still wonder how many people are mad at me at Scares the Care for God knows what I said when I was a walking zombie that afternoon.
Maybe you offended yet another author. We'll find out some year.
Hunter, I will tell you, though, I thought of the movie I saw where there's hardly any Dracula and this, and I was like, wow, this is so parallel. Like, they're
Dude.
totally different animals, but like if you're going in expecting a Dracula movie,
It would be like going to see Jurassic World and watching Scarlett Johansson pet puppies for 2.5 hours.
Basically.
It's like what?
If that was an IMAX, I'd go.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. One of the other actors in the movie. How about that?
Yeah.
By
Let me
the
tell
way,
you,
in
the
that-
Jurassic Park movie, you could have gotten rid of the family and had the same exact movie.
They had to shoehorn a kid. They got to
Yeah.
make sure they put kids in. I'm like, come on, stop. This was so forced. I'm like, no, you don't need to do this.
All right.
And I wanted to see the boyfriend die horrifically, and he did.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Too late.
One last thing before we get out of here.
Yeah.
I also thought it was funny when the director had to stand behind the actor and hold the camera like in front of his face. I thought the
Yeah.
way they had to set all that up was funny. I don't know. That stuff cracked me up. I liked it.
Whatever.
I thought it was funny, man. Watching him like have to duck down when he'd spin the camera around. I thought all that was good.
I mean, it was silly. I'll give it that. If you
it's
played
just-
this movie
it's silly.
like a Napoleon Dynamite spinoff, it would have been great.
The things against this movie is the $7 to $8 you have to spend to watch it.
Way too much.
If this was like free with your streaming or on Shudder or Hulu or something,
$1.99.
for $1.99.
Yeah, $7-8 is a lot. Like I get it, you want to make money, but that's a lot.
Well, I did say over a year ago I'll never watch low budget Bigfoot movies again. I should have stuck by that decree.
Hey, I don't
I
think this
could
even
burn.
classifies.
It does. It's right there. No, it doesn't because it's not a Bigfoot movie. So there,
not a
it
Bigfoot
doesn't.
movie.
You're right.
It was kind of funny when as soon as they put on the Bigfoot costume, somebody shoots the guy.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Bigfoot.
That is a concern. You should really think about that before you go running
Yeah.
in the woods.
You got to wear an orange hat.
That guy had a good line. He's like, he's going to be okay. He's going to heal up. And most importantly, he's not suing the production.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
All right. So, is there a movie coming out this week?
I
Is there
don't
anything?
think so. I
Oh
looked.
boy. Has anybody made a Phantasm fan film that we could pull that
I
up?
think the fifth one was basically a.
You need to watch
Fantastic,
Marshmallow.
yeah.
So I think if we can't find anything else, we should consider Marshmallow.
I've heard good things about Marshmallow. So if that's the case, I'll watch I'll watch a Marshmallow.
Let's see how the week goes, because sometimes stuff pops up that we don't expect. But Marshmallow, you should watch it either way. But
Yeah. All right.
it may feature worthy.
Yeah, it's a good possibility. We're in that period where we're not going to get horror movies, I feel like, for a little while.
Well, in like 2 weeks, the Together's coming out. There's a couple of things coming out at the end of the month. We have like
is
a
that
week or
actually
two to go
coming
through.
out? That has that plagiarism
That's
case
coming out.
against it.
It's
It's
coming out.
still
It's like
coming out.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
And I've seen some absolutely savage reviews of it too. So who the hell knows? But I don't know what the intent is behind the reviews.
Yeah.
Like this is a movie that's got this checkered story going on with it. So I don't know if reviewers are going to it.
I just don't know how they're releasing it when they're being sued about the story. Like, that's ballsy.
Well, you know what? If they lose, they need the money from the movie to pay it off. So gotta
Those
go
Franco's got good lawyers.
You sure do. All right. We'll find out. We'll let you all know next week. Until then, thank you for stopping by the old Final Guy's apartment. Clean up the area where you just put your drink down and farted into our cushions. And we'll see
Or
you next
Amityville horror bucket.
Amityville bucket. Get the mop.
All right, bye.
See ya.